There's very few times when a villain actually does something that's just so heinous that I'm like, honestly, they need to put her away forever.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
What this girl with the bee's powers definitely did in this episode. It's one thing to give people drugs, but randomly giving random citizens the drugs that turn them into mutants, honestly. And villains for Endeavor and All Might to back up. Hey man, somebody got to get her up out of here. She is a problem. Episode 3 of Vigilantes, man. What do you think?
Well, we can start with that the Vigilantes moved in together.
Bro, I would have whooped all of them. They treated him like a servant in his own house.
Bro. And it's funny that at first it was just what's his name?
Knuckle Duster.
Yeah, it was just Knuckle Duster at first, and he was already being extra demanding.
Dog.
And
Drinking his beer.
And then mind you, he just kept saying, "It's my house, by the way." And he's like, "Okay, well, this is a common area."
Common area is crazy.
I was like, "Oh."
Mind you, his house small as hell. It's like a box.
It was. And then he's like, how did you get in, by the way? Oh, I just used your window. Had a big old hole in it. I was like, oh, wow.
That would have been the last straw.
And then I'd say like 2 seconds later.
Homegirl pulled up.
Yep. And it didn't even look like her at first. He was so confused. Like, who is this girl outside my crib? And then she put the little mask on.
She little makeup too. Now that was funny though, because he was looking at her and she looked at his mind. She was like, "Don't call me plain."
He said, I'll get you if you say that. Oh, yeah.
Nah, that was funny little character moments. But I ain't gonna lie, like I said, personally, he need to stand up for himself, because ain't no way, brother.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? He a college student, man. Why y'all just robbing this man like this? Talking about restock?
I mean, at least he was happy that Knuckle Duster actually had a job. But the problem is that they don't want to pay for nothing.
Yeah, they're not paying for nothing though.
They just living there for free.
Nah, that's crazy.
And then homegirl put up some curtains and stuff to make her own little space.
Dog. Nah, he's cooked. He's 100% cooked.
All the way cooked.
He went from having no friends to having a girlfriend and a living uncle at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But man, this episode was actually a little bit crazy just from a world building standpoint for me. You know what I'm saying? Because low key, anybody can get their hands on these drugs, man. Cause
I didn't realize how easy it was until this last episode.
The Goon Master at a Pop Step show,
bro.
Hey, homie was tweaking.
He said, "Man, let me get to the front right quick." And they just pushed him down. He said, "Nah, man, don't be trying to cut. That's weird." You know what I'm saying?
It's not even his fault though. It's the fault of Mr. Cyclops over here. Because he gave him this whole speech about, hey man, you just gotta wait for your time. And then he used his quirk to get all the attention because he shot that fat laser into the sky.
That was stupid.
And she was like, oh, you're nice. Yeah. And then that's when he was like, you know what? I gotta do it. Man, he started tweaking.
Man became a slippery slope, man.
Nah, bro.
Bro, it was just so much worse because you could see it. Like,
it looked gross as hell, boy. It was everywhere.
Bro, that was disgusting, bro.
Look, man, if I had that power, you would never know. Because I would keep that so locked down.
That one's a secret. That one is a secret that is definitely staying locked up in the vault.
That boy got the Diddy quirk, bro. He's cooked.
Bro.
And then he got the power up that makes his quirk do even more what it does. Mm-hmm. Now he's super Diddy on the streets. Talk about where my hug at.
I know he didn't mean no harm, but like the way it comes off just looks insane. Like you can't defend it. They locked him up so sick for that.
Hot take. He might have been the most dangerous dude to take the drug so far.
No, because facts. Like he went up to her, he shook her hand. Man got turned on from shaking her hand. He said,
"How about a hug or a kiss?" I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, I was like, "This man asking for too
much."
And
they just treated him like he was regular for the rest of the episode, bro. How did he get away with that?
Like,
I saw the footage.
Yeah, that footage was crazy. And then what makes it even more wild, she even agreed to meet up with him again just to get some information, which is smart to get a lead. But that wasn't a good idea.
Y'all too lax in Japan. I ain't gonna lie. If I saw that footage, y'all would have been like, nah, bro, pack him up.
Yeah, I would have sent him right back to jail because that's where he should have stayed.
He's the one who deserves to get punched by All Might.
Facts.
But that fight was also pretty tough, though, to be fair, because Knuckle Duster, low key, he's like hood Batman. You know what I'm saying? He got little hood remedies for ways to take out anybody, no matter what their quirk is.
Correct.
Because him going to the flower store just to douse this man so he could whoop his ass was just hilarious, but smart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he definitely. What did he say? He said, "Then we can get, we can cook, then we can get to cooking and then put his fists together." I was like, "Nah,
that's tough.
Nah."
He growing on me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's the second time they packed somebody up and they transformed back to human form and they were both naked. And then the second time he had his butt in there. This time, so I was like, "Hey, yo."
Yeah, that was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. That's what I'm saying too. I'm like, because here's the thing. It'd be one thing if that was the first time he did the drug, and you know what I'm saying, he realized the side effects. His tongue was black before he even put that thing in his neck.
Yeah.
So he knew he was gonna be naked when he was done.
Nah, he knew he was doing. He knew he was
Yo, man, get that. Pack him up. Send him to wherever All For One got put, bro. He gotta get taken out.
And then we run into an actual somewhat villain, but all she wanted was a picture at first.
Nah, she's problematic.
But she had that little thing over her eye.
Yeah, looking like Toga type shit.
Yeah, but it turns out she has that power to like douse everybody with Compound V through all her little bees.
She can control all these bees, and then I guess somehow she can give them all the liquids, then inject other people.
Right.
But honestly, like, her powers? Nah, bro. You have to be a good person. If you even slightly got evil inclinations, take her out.
I feel like she could easily be packed up though, because you remember how Knuckle Duster barely just squished one of the bugs and her eye just immediately started bleeding like that?
No, that's true.
So I feel like they just gotta like
smash
kill like 10 or 20 of them, and I feel like she's gonna bleed out. And then that's that. I feel like that'd be so easy.
That's crazy.
Oh, I see it. I don't know.
I wouldn't say she's a powerful villain, but like in terms of being able to just mess up a bunch of normal people
and spread the,
she's up there.
Yeah.
that's scary. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she just put, I mean, now she's giving people like the quirk enhancing drug, but imagine she was just giving straight poison.
Yep.
That's a Joker level threat right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's problematic.
And then you said you saw it before I did that Kaminari's mom got hit. I was like, what?
That was definitely his mom, bro.
I had to replay
the shock and everything. I was like, that gotta
be. Y'all to let me know in the comments if that was really her, y'all.
Had to be her, bro.
This man,
she had the powers, man. That's what my boy gets.
Electric side. You're right, but I want to see what the comments.
Isn't that how he does it? 1 million volts.
I gotta see what the comments say.
I think she got smacked by All Might too.
She probably did. I don't know.
Like I said, I'm suing.
That team came in hot, man.
That's what's crazy though, man. Yeah. Last episode we had a dude turn into a whole kaiju.
And nobody pulled up for real.
But this episode we got them pulling up on civilians. Everybody.
Yeah.
We had Edith's brother in there, Endeavor, Mr. Best Genius. They was cooking them up.
They were cooking them.
That looked crazy.
And they came in and hit that Detroit smash. We already knew how that was about to go.
Sick, bro. Like I said, if I'm a regular dude and now wake up in the hospital, I didn't even know I got hit with a drug. Detroit smash. Hey, my lawyer finna have a case on him, bro. What you mean you Detroit smashed me for no reason?
They probably still gonna say you don't get none because you got stuck with Compound V, man.
Nah, brother, you got me messed up. I was walking down the street with my groceries and this man on my the mug me. That man hit me with 100% Detroit smash. Yeah, bro. Get me out of here.
That's not right at all.
Crazy, bro.
What can you do, man? What can you do?
Oh, you can get a lawyer. That's what you can do.
I don't think it's gonna work in that world, man.
I hope it does, man, because that's just crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, her powers are really dangerous, man. You can't be her op.
I'm telling you.
And then you're gonna be naked on the street after you got the Detroit smash.
Yep, and then they go put you in jail for that for being naked. I'm telling you, you're cooked regardless. You're not coming back from this. Ain't nothing you can do.
Ooh, they gonna have to hide all the evidence, bro. As soon as I find out I got ejected unknowingly, yeah, y'all get sued. Everybody gets sued. That's tough, man. But this episode was really good. I don't know. It was a good world building episode, and it was just funny. I don't know. This show is just probably funny, bro.
This is probably the funniest episode they've had so far.
Thanks, man.
But usually Knuckle Duster had me laughing regardless, but this episode it was just that Gooner,
bro. No, we were dying. We couldn't take it serious.
The Cyclops dude and his homie.
Yeah, those two's funny.
Nah, they cooking with them too. I like them together.
I like
they funny.
I hope they show up more during the show. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let us know what y'all thought of My Hero Vigilantes episode 3. Honestly, this one was pretty fire. I'll give it like a 8.5, maybe even a 9.
Man.
It was good.
I'm excited, man. I know that they building it up, so we're gonna see.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to know like what the overarching thing is, because I know somebody is in the background giving out these drugs, and we saw those like 2 detectives kind of like talking about it. So
Yeah.
we know what's coming up. Hopefully the main villain is as entertaining, you know what I'm saying, as what we've seen so far. But y'all let us know what y'all think down below. Aside from that, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and we'll catch y'all. Peace.